Republicans are under attack for engaging in gerrymandering, that is, reconfiguring a district to make it easier to win. They choose the voters rather than the voters choose the politicians. And it's been going on for a very long time. But when Republicans do it, it is racist.
Since 2010, Republicans, who haven't had much luck winning the increasingly diverse American electorate over with their policies or winning the popular vote, have instead gerrymandered their way to power.
But is it getting better or worse when it comes to voting rights and civil rights?
Oh, I don't think there's any question that it's getting worse when it comes to voting rights. We have seen Republican legislatures around the country put in place gerrymandered maps that will favor them in the elections coming up in 2022.
And heading into this year, there was talk that Democrats were poised to lose the House in 2022 simply based on Republican gerrymandering alone, before any votes were even counted. But now with over half the state maps drawn, and despite a definite Republican tilt,
you see, the Republican-controlled legislature just passed an absurd partisan gerrymander designed to give them control of as many as 13 congressional seats, giving Democrats just 2.
They'll say, oh, this isn't racial gerrymandering, this is partisan gerrymandering, because the Supreme Court has said we're not going to entertain partisan gerrymandering cases in federal court.
Now, gerrymandering is almost as old as time itself, and both parties do it. But as I said, when Republicans do it, they're called racist. Do you know who gerrymandered his state Senate district in order to make it easier for him to retain that state Senate seat? Barack Obama. This is from the left-wing ProPublica. Headline, Obama's gerrymander. Shall we read parts of it? The New Yorker, left-wing magazine, reported, quote, Obama worked with a Democrat redistricting consultant to draw a state Senate district tailored for him. What? Damn! You see, Obama ran against a former Black Panther named Bobby Rush and got his tail kicked. Bobby Rush kind of described Obama as a carpetbagger from Hawaii with a she education from Harvard, taught at University of Chicago, that he really wasn't black enough. Obama got crushed. So when he went back to the state Senate, where he already was, he redesigned his district to make sure it would be easier for him to retain it. That's called gerrymandering, isn't it? The New Yorker reporter interviewed a local politician named John Corrigan, Chicago Democrat. And she said this, quote, Corrigan remembers 2 things about the district that he and Obama drew. First, it retained Obama's Hyde Park base. He had managed to beat Bobby Rush in Hyde Park, then swooped along the lakefront and toward downtown. By the end of the final redistricting process, his new district bore little resemblance to the old one. Rather than jutting far to the west like a long, thin dagger into a swath of poor black neighborhoods of bungalow homes, Obama's map now shot north, encompassing about half the loop, whose southern portion was beginning to be transformed by developers like Tony Resco, and stretched far up Michigan Avenue into the Gold Coast, covering much of the city's economic heart, its main retail thoroughfares, and its finest museums, parks, skyscrapers, and lakefront apartment buildings. And get this, quote, African Americans were still a majority, and the map contained some of the poorest sections of Chicago, but Obama's new district was wealthier, whiter, more Jewish, less blue-collar, and better educated. It also included one of the highest concentrations of Republicans in Chicago. It was, Corrigan said, a radical change.
Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so.
Now, the New Yorker reporter wrote regarding this gerrymandering effort that preserved Obama's seat, she said, and I'm quoting, it may have been the most important event in Obama's early political life, close quote, because it gave him resources that he would need to run for U.S. Senate, which he held before, of course, he became president. Obama's gerrymandering. Now let's talk about Obama's suppression of the vote, or at least that's what they call it when Republicans do it. Larry Elder here, and I've got some great news for you. If you're tired of the censorship in this country, then you're in luck. You can go over to epictv.com and watch honest programs that don't spin the facts. EpicTV.com is a brand new, no censorship video platform where you can watch not only my show, but other deep documentaries, great program, wholesome movies that you can watch with your entire family. So head over to epictv.com. I'll see you there.